But one of the nation's newest culture battles is really heating up here in Michigan thanks to a proposal from some state Republicans.
They are targeting drag shows in public schools, even though it's not clear if any school has ever hosted a drag show at this point. Let's bring in Grant Herms for a look at what the bill would do and how this battle's been playing out here in Michigan. Grant?
Well, this is part of an increasing push against the LGBTQ community, and it's also perpetuating a very offensive stereotype that trans and gay people are sexual predators or pedophiles. Drag queens say it's this bill and not them that could do real harm to kids.
The bill is the latest in the culture war over schools and LGBTQ communities in Michigan. It would ban drag shows from schools and would allow parents to sue districts up to $10,000. Jaden Black is a drag queen and the CEO of Boylesque, Michigan, a teacher until 2020 before she became a full-time performer at Hamburger Mary's in Ypsilanti when the pandemic hit.
Hearing of this bill, and it really hurts my heart, not only for fellow drag queens across the state of Michigan, but for these kids, because some of these kids don't have that positive light at home.
Drag shows and transgender rights, although not all drag queens are trans, has been thrust into the center of the GOP primary for governor. Tudor Dixon was the headliner at the bill's announcement this week and has made this a major issue for her campaign, saying on Twitter last month, "When I am governor, schools will answer to local parents and not progressive activists, drag queens, and trans supremacists." And one of her opponents, Garrett Saldano, releasing this ad about schools.
All students are welcome to utilize gender reassignment services today in the gym. This is confidential. Your parents will not be notified.
The claim is false, but the culture war fight is very real.
Now, we did reach out to the author of that bill, but we were told he was unavailable to talk to us today. Another thing in this is violence or the threat of violence at these drag shows or drag story times. It's been happening in about a half dozen other states. And then just last weekend, Jaden told us that members of the hate group, the Proud Boys, showed up to one of her story times. So it's happening here in Michigan already. Back to you.
Well, Grant, you have to think about the political implications here with for the primary, getting pretty close to that.
Absolutely, a month and a day away from that, Devin. You know, it does signal that there's some confidence from the legislature or at least those legislators by having Tudor Dixon at their press conference yesterday. She has been endorsed by Right to Life and the Michigan Chamber of Commerce. She is tied right now in the latest polling at 15%, along with Kevin Rinke. Ryan Kelly, who was arrested last month for his role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol by the FBI. He's polling at 13%, so he's also one to watch here. He's also back in court next week on July 7th. Back to you.
Which we will follow. All right, Grant.